welcome to BNCA Newsfeed. I am Thabiso Moletsane. In today's episode, we will be catching up with a very bright young man who has set himself up in educating the community about the businesses and educational opportunities in South Africa. Mr. Moletsane, how are you, sir?
I'm good, and how are you, ma'am?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good.
So please tell us about yourself. Who is Thabiso Moletsane?
Thabiso Moletsane, it's a young man born in Fitzpatrick in the Free State, and was born in 1992. I'm only 30 years of age at the moment, and when I was 9 months, both my parents passed away, and I was forced to move to the Val, and I was raised in the side. So yeah, that's basically who I am. And I was raised by my granny, and we stayed in Thabiso for a very long time. Yes, so I've been living in Sharpeville for quite some time, since when I was 9 months till now.
So please tell me, you went to the University of the Free State, I believe.
Yes.
And what exactly did you study there, and why that specific field?
I went to the University of the Free State. My reason to go to Free State, I realized one thing to say. First time I went to Mary Secondary School, yes. And then my result never came back not quite right. Then I was forced to go to an other school to upgrade my marks, so that I can, because I just believe that I'm not a Val technical schools or a SDB or a college material. Yeah, I believe to say no, I need to go to university. So I was forced to go to ADET, yes. And then I went to the Free State. Why? The reason was because I wanted to not to be comfortable. Because when I'm home, when you go to Porch or VUT, you start to relax, especially from that background of poverty, whereby we're really going through a lot. So I said, let me go outside my comfort zone, and then just make sure that I make it. So I went to the Free State, the University of Free State, and then I studied the degree that called the BNCA. It's a Bachelor's in Human and Social Dynamics. Initially, I wanted to study social work. Okay. And then, because I had that ambition to say, I want to help people, because of the background, as I explained, to say, growing up without parents, growing up from the family that is poverty-stricken, and all those situations. So I believe that it was important for me to do social work, so that I can come back and help others who have went through what I've went through. And until I bumped to this course that called the BNCA, which is the Bachelor's in Social and Human Dynamics, which I majored in psychology, criminology, and sociology. And one of my electives was persuasive communication. I did culture communication, and then I did anthropology. The anthropology is the study of culture and origin. So eventually it was the sense of studying society in general. That's why they call it a bachelor's in social and human dynamics. So whereby you specialize in criminology, sociology, and psychology. The sociology part is whereby we really study the psyche of the society, to say what is the causes of the crisis or the problem the society has. Now it helped me to analyze, realize, to say what the society can go through. And then the psychology, as we all know, the psychology that people are going through a lot of things, whereby the depression, stress, and a lot of mental diseases. And then we have your criminology, whereby in criminology we all believe that the society without criminals is not a healthy society. Now, whereby you study a lot to say what creates society to have the particular crime, and what creates those criminality activities in the society. So basically that's what the overall of the degree that I've studied.
So I can tell that you are a very smart man. And tell me, how long did it take you to actually
finish my degree? It was a 4-year degree. It was 4-year degree because I was supposed to. I started here at Titima. So because if you wanted to do a particular degree, there's one thing they call it a bridging course. A lot of people don't know about that. The bridging course you can do if you don't have those marks but you really want to go to university. In the university they call it UPP, University Preparation Program, whereby you do that program. You have started your first year, but you do 6 months of your first year in a year. Now the degree took 4 years because of that, but it's a 3-year course. But because of it was a extended program, I was supposed to do it for 4 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Moving on to our next question. So tell us about your innovative social movement. What is the motive behind it, and why that organization?
Innovative social movement.
Yes.
As I said earlier on, that we founded when I was still in university.
Yes.
Believing that I want to help young people in the society, because realizing to say, as it explains, it's innovative. I've tried to come with innovation in the society, and the reason I call it a social movement,
yes,
or not an organization. Yes. A social movement is a society of different dynamics, okay, whereby with the churches, the schools, and all the stakeholders within the society, all the institutions, whereby every institution has a young person who has disadvantage, who needs some help. So we will need to have that movement that is innovated, because the psychology of the society, it need to be innovated. That is why it's the innovative social movement.
Okay, so there's a confusion between the NGO and the NPO. Can you please just clarify that for our viewers at home?
The NGO, yes, is a non-profit company, non-profit organization, which is NGO, yes, and then non-profit, non-governmental organization, which is the NGO. So they mainly doing similar activities. They are registered at NPO Directorate, yes, and the NGO, they were phased out. And then the one that existing now, they are NPOs. Oh, yes, NPO. They are NPOs. So there's NGO, then NPO. The people who registered the NGOs, sometimes NGOs not being registered. Now they've been transferred to becoming the NPOs. Okay. Yes.
So which organizations offers funding?
It depends on what you're doing. As I said, we have the NPOs. We have NPCs. NPCs, they are non-profit companies. We have the PTY Ltd, which is your private companies, which they phased out the CCs. Now there's a PTY Ltds. And then we have your cooperatives. Now the cooperatives, the organization that you register, it should be more than 5 people. Now you have your NYDA that funds the organizations, whereby it depends on what type of your company is, as I mentioned previously, to say those ones that you'll be registered under. Now your NYDA, you'll be your GAP, which is Gauteng Enterprises, whereby you can go there, you seek for your funding, and then we have a lot of departments of the government, they can offer your funding. And then again, you have a lot of people who say, I love your idea, and I want you to come and pitch for your idea, to say, okay, pitch this idea, I love it, depending on what space you're doing in your business. We have your SETA. Your SETA really funds with small businesses, and our government genuinely now is focusing in trying to develop our township economy. So the more focus is in young people entrepreneurship. So there's a lot of funding. Depends on which field are you in. So you can just come for more information. You can go to our channels so that we can get more information, because I can't say generally, I can't say generally which funding, because it depends on what you're doing, and then we can direct you on the particular company that you can go for that particular funding. So,
Assessor for SETA. You are a qualified assessor for SETA.
True.
So please break that down for us. What is an assessor and what is SETA?
Of the SETAs. Okay, any training institution has a subject matter expert. So as an assessor, I'm a subject matter expert in the particular fields that I've studied in. So I become a trainer in whatever you'll be training. I'm the one who will be marking your papers. I'm the one who will judge to say, are you qualified or not? So I'm doing that assessment. So the SETAs operate in that way. We have 22 SETAs in the country with different fields. Maybe when we have time, we will break down those SETAs to say how they operate. For instance, we have HW-SETA, which is Health and Welfare SETA. We have SETA, which is Security and Safety SETA, whereby you have securities, your lawyers, and all that. So those are the qualification you get. So the SETAs, they have they are accrediting bodies for the colleges. So we have the colleges that are accredited by those different SETAs. So you'll get your qualification there, and then you'll get from those colleges that you'll go through it, and then you'll get your qualification through those particular SETAs. But with time, maybe because it's a lot, we have to sit down and break them down so that our viewers can really understand to say what SETAs are. But as an assessor, I can sit and explain those things because I have a background of a career advising.
Okay.
To say I can advise young people to say which field you can really qualify in, and what will be the good suitable qualification one can do. And then we find a lot of people say I don't have matric and I have only grade 9, then you can come and advise you to say which field you can go and other opportunities in as much as the career is concerned.
Wow, that's a mouthful. So how do people get hold of you? Probably there's someone watching or people watching over there and they want more information.
We have our offices. Now in Havant branch, we have our main office here at the show houses. You can come in Thabiso phase 1. They call the show houses. You can go through our social media page, whereby it's at Innovative Social Movement. It's either your Instagram, your YouTube channel, and your Facebook. It's at Innovative Social Movement, and then you find us there. And we're still busy with our website. It's not yet up there. We'll just as soon as it's up, you'll just go to our website. You'll find our info there. So there's a lot of information, and there's our contact. You can contact me straight and talk to me at 078 6808 at any time.
Mr. Thabiso, thank you so much for your time. I'm very inspired, and I hope everyone at home is inspired and will get in contact with you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity, and I believe that the Newsfeed will go all over. And thank you for this opportunity. Just sitting here, guys, like you are just a blessing. Thank you.
Okay. From me, Thabiso Moletsane, and the BNCA team, we say, Black child, never stop dreaming.